fair at times for the vast majority of the first three quarters, but you guys really put the boosters on in about 4 goals in a row and just to get...
Yeah, it was a struggle, wasn't it? Like, conditions made it that way, and then high stoppage in that third quarter, and there was elements of transition at times, but it was hard to transition. But I think in that second quarter, I'd never seen us miss so many short kicks. The breeze, funnily enough, was going against us at that time, and then we missed scramble, and then all of a sudden, whoa, go back and score or something happened. So it was tricky conditions out there. It was a fight day, like turn up and get to work day, pull up your socks, let's go. And our contest was really strong for major parts of it, and ultimately probably got us the job done.
It seemed like your pressure really, when Salego put them back in front, your pressure really ramped up and you answered the challenge in that respect.
Yeah, well, the scoreboard's reflective of our pressure at times, and late in that third quarter, we were like 250 or something for 10 minutes, and we kicked 2 or 3 goals, and it was something we were trying to aim to get in the game a bit more than what we had it in the first half, but that third quarter when we got a little bit of a break, it was a pivotal part of the game.
It was obviously an incredibly hard day for the entire football community. How are you feeling, firstly, personally?
You're going straight to my heart. Like, I'm going to do my best to... Can I come back to that? I'd love to get through some of the other stuff and then talk emotion after that. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You gave some of the senior guys a break last week, and Pendle's Maynard among your biggest contributors late in that game. That really paid off, having that break.
Yeah, I thought our backline was super strong. Howie, it was massive, and then Bruzzy leading from the front, and Josh Daicos down back. Like they beat us in inside 50s, which has become a bit of a pattern the last couple of weeks. But our backs have been enormous to stop scoring. They don't score when they go in there. That's a big part of the game. And then you go to the other end, and we're scoring quite efficiently. Nearly 50% of the time we go inside 50. So it's a good formula. But I'd love to get a bit more territory. Our backs were massive today.
Obviously the weather helped, but Thilthorpe didn't kick a goal. Walker was subbed off tactically because he didn't have an influence. I'm sure without Darcy Moore today, you might have some worries about their tools, but you held them off. Yeah,
I said during the week I heard rain was coming. I sort of did my little rain dance because it makes a difference. So, it's hard to mark the ball. I wouldn't be judging his game, Thilthorpe's, without scoring because he had influence in the end. It was very hard to mark the ball. I thought it was a challenging day, and it was a ground level game and pressure and scrap. It was hard to score at times. Not sure it would have been the greatest spectacle if you were here live in your poncho, but we're rapt to get the 4 points.
How much did Brody Mihocek relish being captain today?
Yeah, well, the leadership group made the decision. We've got 2 incredible vice captains, haven't we, like Bruzzy and Nick, and he's an incredible emotional generator and infectious around the group, and I won't repeat what he said when the boys told him he was captain, but he was pretty pumped. Yeah.
Caught a glimpse of your shoes before fly. Tell us about the significance of the shoes you're wearing today.
The shoes were painted by Debbie Beasley from the Tennant Creek, and we went up to Tennant Creek early in the year as a group of staff and players, mainly the new players, and we went to their art and cultural centre and saw the incredible work that they're doing and some music and art, and we went into there and we met all the ladies painting and everything and formed a great connection, and pretty much all the boots on the weekend or today was painted from Tennant Creek, and the incredible design. Mine represents the journey we've been on together, and then some other parts of natural remedies and medicines from the land, and we celebrated our Indigenous culture today before the game. Really important to us, and it was a day where I stood in my shoes and said it's a good day to be really comfortable in your own shoes.
Just back to the pressure element. I mean, Ned Long in the third quarter game a goal-saving tackle, and McRae just a minute later a tackle that produced a goal. Were those just those elements that you really highlight?
Well, those moments, aren't they? They're moments that that gets the crowd roaring, and then the bow one in particular. Jamie takes a mark with 5 seconds to go in the quarter. That's a massive kickstart to 3/4 time and into the last quarter. We were really proud of that part of our game. I said the game was working class today. Get your hands dirty, no easy ball, and then put pressure on that. And we've got some guys that really lift us in that part of the game.
Just on Ned Long, this time last year he's not on your list. I think before Gather Round this year, he's subbed the first 3 or 4 games.
Yep.
And then since then, he's really just started.
Yeah.
He hasn't looked back. He's just been really.
No, I thought he was enormous. I thought he was enormous in the third quarter, just contest to contest, a big body, and just it's a great story, isn't it? We've got the mid-season draft coming up, and for years we go, there's not much talent out there, but there's guys like him just sitting there waiting to be given another opportunity and believed in, and loved and supported, and because sometimes you got to believe in some that maybe haven't had that in previous environments. So we're rapt to have him, and he's an important part of our team right now, isn't he?
Adelaide clearly came with a plan for Nick Daicos today, with Neil Bullen seemingly coming up to take him around the ground, and then Nick spent a bit of time at half forward. Obviously, teams are spending a lot of time worrying about him during the week. How much time are you guys spending working out, I guess, counter plans for?
Yeah, no, we've had many plans, and to be honest, I grabbed probably 6 or 7 players that can support Nick a bit more late yesterday, and said I don't think we're supporting him enough being tagged, and we went to work on that a little bit today, which means Nick plays, I won't give too much away, but plays a few different roles, and it's a challenge. Had a bad day, 28 touches, did he? I'm not sure. Yes, I think it's pretty, yeah. I don't want to write the story of what you guys see his game being, but we're wrapped with how we're supporting Nick a bit more this week than what we have in the past.
Are you happy for Craig to be handballing and not kicking like he was earlier? Is that part of the plan?
What I've learnt to do with the Daicos brothers is don't tell them how to use the ball. They're incredible talent. Like, you see what Josh was doing there today. It was like the ball's dry for him, and same for Nick. I try not to get in their way of their decision making. I try to get support the ground and make them make easier decisions, but they're exceptional talents.
Craig, did you shield your players from the news?
Yeah, we did.
Before the game?
Yeah, we did, and there's no book written on this stuff. We got the news this morning, and it was horrible, and we didn't really know what to do, to be honest, other than maybe give it space to sort of see where it fits with all of us. And I know the coaches knew, because we had to get to work on Scoot getting on the plane to go back to Perth, and it's horrible. It's such sadness, and so we protected the players, thinking that might have been the right thing. I don't know if it was, but we told the whole club straight after the game the sadness, and just want to send my love to the Selwood family.